talking about data entry and analysis using spreadsheets. Every business, we need data. Nobody can operate without data. So what type of data are we talking about? Then how do you enter your data? How do you keep your record? And also, after entering your data, how do you analyze your data? It's not enough for you to have data. It's not enough for you to enter your data using any medium. The end point is taking decisions with those data. Then before you can take a decision, you need to analyze your data. So as I have here, I said data. Data, they are a collection of, like I wrote here, data is a collection of facts, such as numbered, weights, measurement, and all those. Those are your figures. And when we talk about data, we are not only talking about the qualitative, we are also talking about the quantitative. Quantitative are numbers, while qualitative are just description. Those are data. You need data in terms of operation, human resources, accounting data. So regarding your data, now you know what data is. When you talk about data entry, how do you do your data entry? We have various means of doing data entry. The way we capture our data, we have a lot of means. Some are using manual, some are using electronic, some are using manually computerized. We get to that in due time. As a business owner that we are going to be discussing more of the accounting data and information. We have some SMEs that when you tell them, give me so information, it's very difficult to get. Everybody is guilty of that. We are only after money, how money comes in. How we spend that money, how you keep the record, no. That's when tax authority will come. We keep hiding, we keep running from one place to the other. It's not done. So as a business owner, we need information regarding the financial performance. Financial performance is actually is measuring your profitability, your sales, your direct costs, and all expenses. So that's one form of data that you need that displays your financial performance, which is profitability. The next one is the financial position. Information regarding financial position. In business, in accounting time, we call it balance sheet. It's actually telling someone the financial position of your organization, the net worth of your organization at a particular date. If any investor is going to invest in your organization, they are after what? They are after your financial position. Is the business, is it worthwhile in investing? So your financial position will tell an investor your net worth. It will display your asset, your liability, and your equity. Equity is your investment in the business. So these are an example of your financial position and also your income statement. We have sales, we have cost of goods, so which is your direct cost. Then you display your gross profit and less expenses. Then you have your net income. The other one is your financial position, which is the balance sheet. You have your current asset, long-term asset, total asset, and you have liability and equity. Any investor looking at your financial statement, especially the financial position, will be able to know your net worth. For example, you are saying you want to sell your business, and you want to sell your business for 5 million naira. Your investor will pick your balance sheet. Even your shareholders' fund is really negative. And you want to sell that same business for 5 million naira. It's not possible. So they are more interested in your financial position. Next one is data entry software. Now you know the data to enter. How do you enter your data? One of the ways of doing data entry is spreadsheets. And spreadsheet, we have a lot of spreadsheets, but the popular ones now is Microsoft Excel. Excel is very powerful tool that you can use as data entry software. It's available to everyone. All computers have Microsoft Excel. On your mobile phone, you have Microsoft Excel. So you should not, when you are trying to enter data, you don't need to be necessarily writing on paper. You don't need necessarily get to your office before you do your data entry. On your mobile, you can capture your data. Am I making sense? So now, how do you carry out your data entry? You can build an online Excel template. Here we have some gurus in Excel that can help you build a template that you can use to capture your data. Then template for sales, expenses, cash received, cash paid, etc. should be created to capture relevant data. Fine. You know you want to capture your data. So what are the templates that you need to create to capture your data? You could create, we have sales. Everybody is after sales. We raise invoices. You can create a template for sales. Expenses, you create a template. And cash received from customer, you also create a template. So on the go, you can have access to all these templates, enter the necessary data, and take reasonable decision. Another means of doing your data entry is accounting software. Many of us, when we hear, especially startups, when we hear accounting software, we run from it because we think everything is about money and you don't have the capacity to pay. We have some accounting software that are free. Example is Wave Accounting. It's free, but with limited reporting capacity. So when you are using any accounting software, your system is always, your accounting information is always accurate. So don't always think, it is money, I don't know how to use it. You can. You know how to use it. So far you can read and write. That's why I tell people, in as much you can operate a mobile phone, you can operate any accounting software. You can enter, you can delete, you can store, which is what we do on our mobile phone. Same thing we have on accounting software. So accounting software is a very, very good means of doing your data entry. The point of raising invoice, when you raise invoice, you already keep the customer's information. You're already posting your sales. So it's a computerized way of doing your data entry. We have Zero, we have QuickBooks, we have Sage, we have Wave. Outside there, we have some of them. I just got a flyer now, Flex. You can download on your phone and do your data entry. Technology has made things very, very easier than it used to be. So please, I employ you to engage either your Excel or accounting software as your data entry. As we move forward, we know which one is better between accounting software for data entry and also Microsoft Excel. Okay, now we still have some people doing manual capturing of their data, which is writing on paper. Even Excel, to some extent, is a manual computerization because you have to do a lot of modeling, after modeling, remodeling. Even it won't give you some reporting. So we still call manually computerizing your data entry. So what are the reasons why you need to do away with your data entry? Number one is it is time consuming. Before you write on paper, from paper you transfer to Excel. Even though if you are not writing on paper, you are entering your data using Excel. Fine, you enter. Excel is computer, is IT. That's why I call it manually computerized. You enter on Excel. Before you take decision on some data you enter on Excel, you still have to do some processes. There is still human intervention. That's why some of us don't support using Excel for data entry. We get to know that very soon. The next one is it is prone to mistakes. Yes. If you make any mistake in entering your accounting data, Excel will not tell you. Excel only understands what you key in, which is garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you tell computer to do is what it will give you. So using Excel is prone to mistakes. Another one is it is costly. When you lose your data, if you have ever lost any data before, you value information. For example, you are using a computer, you don't have backup. When you lose that computer, you understand what we are talking about. It is costly. On manual, you are writing on paper. If anything happens to that paper, you are in for it. So that is why we say it is expensive, it is costly to do manual data entry. Another one, it is prone to misinterpretation. You write on paper, and another person interpreting what you write might not understand, especially so to say to our doctors. When you see a doctor writing, it's only another doctor that you understand. Ordinary layman, you can never understand because the way they write. But if it's computerized, they type something on the system, everybody will be able to understand. So that is what we talk about. It is prone to misinterpretation. Okay, the upside of data entry. Say, automation solves the major problems with accounting data entry by saving your time, reducing cost, and eliminating human error. The speed and efficiency of automated data entry can transform your business. When you talk about technology, and you automate your process, it can transform your business. For example, you are using accounting software in your business, and they need any information. Even in branding, when you send invoice on accounting software, your customer that you are sending invoice to, when they see the branding on your invoice, it sends a lot of messages about your brand. Nobody will be able to price you down, but by the time you just do something on Microsoft Word, or you do it on Excel and send, say this one is still, they will price you down. So branding is very, very, very important. So how do you automate your data entry? Number one, you can get online software. All the software that I mentioned, QuickBooks, Sage, Xero, or Wave, they are online, they are cloud-based. You don't need to have a computer or have server before you use them. You don't need backup. Everything is stored in the cloud. So when you do that, on the go, on your phone, they have mobile apps. You want to raise an invoice, just key in the data, send. The same information that until you get to your system, you do it right on your phone. The branding, the setup goes with it. So if you are using a cloud technology, cloud software, it saves you a lot of cost. And it ensures that your data are always accurate. Then if you know you cannot set it up, you can get an accountant or bookkeeper to set you up. If you don't know how to do the setup, even some software that are free, you still need the service of a professional to help you around the setup. You can get someone that deals in those software and that understands your business and also ready, we always like to reduce cost. So get someone that focuses mainly on SME. Tell the person, I need this service, but I can't afford. This amount I can afford. We have reasonable professionals out there that understand the SME and startups. They can help you do the setup while you continue with your data entry. And data analysis. This session is about data entry and data analysis. The entry point is either you use Excel or you use accounting software, which we have discussed. Now you understand how to enter your data. Either you use Excel or you use accounting software. When you use any of the method, like I said before, it is not enough for you to just do data entry. You need to take decisions on that data. For example, you are raising invoices, storing in the cloud, and you need to know how much sales are you making that particular amount. How do you take decisions on those data? That leads us to data analysis. It's about taking decisions on your data. There are some things that you need to do on those data before you can take decision. We call it analysis. Fine, you raise all your invoices, you have the data. How many sales are you selling to the public sector? How many sales are coming from the private? How many sales are coming from Lagos? How many are coming from outside Lagos? You need those information. And for you to get our information, you need to analyze the data already stored in your accounting software. So one of the analysis tools that I have is Python, Excel, SAS, IDEA, ACL, and ETC. We have a lot of them. But as a business owner, as a startup, the main one that is common to everybody and very simple is Excel. All other ones, they use programming language. I know we know about Python. It's making waves in town. You are not a data analyst. You just need to do some analysis on your data to take informed decisions. So don't go and bother yourself on learning Python, SAS, IDEA. No. You just Excel enough. Excel has some powerful tools that you can use to take reasonable decisions. One of them is what? Pivot table. You can see the chart that you have here. It's a sales dashboard. It's telling you sales made by salesperson, sales made by region, sales made by customer, and sales top 5 customer and transaction chart. When you are using pivot table, you store your data. It has a database. From that database, it picks the data to display in graphical form. We all like graphs. When you use pivot table to store your data and analyze your data, you get reasonable results. If you are writing any proposal and you use, during your presentation, and you use pivot table and you have dashboard, man, I bet you all the people in that room, they will say, wow. But if you are just discussing data without all presentation like this, it's not the way. So please, in all gettings, they said, get wisdom. But above all, know how to use Excel. It's it's basic for business. Excel is very basic. Another thing that you need to learn for your data analysis in Excel is Power BI. Power BI is the thing in Microsoft Excel. It's more advanced. So you need a professional to do this one for you. But the basic one is your pivot table. It's very easy. It's a lazy man of doing data analysis. You're just picking and dropping. You are picking and dropping. You are not doing anything. So just learn the basic and use it to do your data analysis. You can use Excel for data entry and also analysis. And you can also use Excel for accounting and also use accounting software. So now, what is the problem with Excel as an accounting software? I have friends that can build Excel that will work as an accounting software. I can also do it, but there is a problem. I don't recommend it for people. It's prone to error, one. Then, the person that built it, will it be available to do an update when your business grows? It is no. Even if it's going to do an update, it's going to charge you more. So we don't recommend Excel as an accounting software. Number one, Excel can be like having to know a programming language. Yes, if you want to use it as an accounting software, it has a lot of functions that you need to combine together. There's something we call VBA in Excel. That's the programming language of Excel. We users, we don't really bother about that. But if you go behind Excel, VBA, whatever you are doing is recorded and you will see it. You will see the programming flow. Then another one that we don't really, the reason why we don't support Excel is setting up a good spreadsheet takes time. If we have coder in the house, you know to write a program is not easy. Also, to build an Excel template for your business is not an easy task. It takes time. Then you need strategy before you start. You need to understand what you want to do with Excel before you start. There is no audit trail when you are using Excel. If your employee A does something on that Excel, there's no way you can tell. No way you can tell. But if you are using accounting software, everybody has users. Everything is recorded. We call it log. The next thing is it doesn't really integrate with other business applications. Yes, you cannot really integrate Excel with other applications. Transactions recorded in the Excel are hard to monitor very, very well. You cannot monitor, you cannot track what you have on Excel. Reasons why accounting software is better than Excel. Number one, hit the ground running with confidence. When you have accounting software that you are using, you are confident that nothing goes wrong with your record. Nothing. Everything is stored. You can call up any data and you get a result. Your data is accurate. Yes, all these software, they are used by bigger brands. You are just using the smaller version. They are tested and accurate. They have passed through their own testing period. So if you are using any one of them, it is accurate. Then out of the box results, if you are using any accounting software, you can get any report that you want. You have reports, sales by customer, sales by sales rep, sales by region, profit analysis, name it on accounting software. Anyone you cannot even get, there is a way that you can even get a customized report on Excel link to the software you are using. Then up-to-date information you get regarding your business, because this is the way it runs. Immediately you raise an invoice, all necessary entries that you relate to that sales is entered on the system. So if you need any information, you get it per time. If you are using accounting software, it syncs with other business applications, fine. Access to data anywhere, anytime. This is the in thing that everybody is going to the cloud. You are sleeping, you need data. Just on your internet, you get access to your data. That's why everybody is going to the cloud. Your Facebook, every Google, they are in the cloud. So you need to get used to hosting your data in the cloud. On the final note, according to New York Times, they said, poor accounting. You cannot be in control of a business if you don't know what is going on. With bad numbers or no numbers, a company is flying by. Bad. You are driving a car, you don't have a side mirror, you don't have a rear mirror. I'm sorry for you. So please, as an SME owner, as a startup, please, we need to pay attention to our figures. We need to pay attention to our data. It is very cheap to have data, very, very cheap, than tax authority coming after you and you are running helter-skelter to pay what you are not even supposed to pay. And Excel was simply not built to replace accounting software. No, Excel is basically for analysis. Don't mix it up. You can find a way around to use it as an accounting software, but it's not the real way. So it's better to get an accounting software instead of using a spreadsheet. So it's time to give your business the room to grow and succeed without restriction. Leverage technology and tools to work smarter and do more with less. When you talk about IT with automation makes you work smarter, makes your business grow, give you room to take more decisions in time. So please, Excel for analysis, accounting software for what? For your data entry. Thank you.